Well, right now New Zealand, really takes pride in anything that we can do to beat the Australians. We get frustrated that they seem to be winning everything. So I think right now beating the Australians is the be-all and end-all in most sports in New Zealand. We just won the basketball, so the country's cock a hoop over that. And if we can follow up with a decent cricket win, it would just be fantastic for this country.
Stirring patriotic stuff, but not rhetoric from Mark Richardson. To wear the silver fern was his seemingly impossible dream for more than a decade. Cricket, his magnificent, at times humbling obsession. We caught up with Mark in September, bunking in at the Lincoln Cricket Academy outside Christchurch with the stars of the future. Having already rented out his home in Dunedin, the opening batsman was out on the street when their tour to Pakistan was suddenly cancelled.
So how's the living arrangements going with the young boys?
Oh, they
keep you up at night, do they, with parties?
They're all right. They don't mind the old fella hanging around. I get a bit of stick for my grey hair and that sort of stuff, but no, they're good blokes and I really enjoy it. Real brand, mate.
Real brand.
Mark was their age, just 18, when he was selected for first-class cricket in Auckland. But back then, this was supposed to be his passport to international success. An exciting left-arm spinner, getting write-ups, hailed as a future Test star.
And then bang, just in the space of, basically got up one morning and couldn't bowl any longer.
So you got the virtual equivalent of the golfing yips, you got the cricket yips?
Yeah, at that stage I was probably the Ian Baker Finch of left-arm swim bowling.
Richardson changed provinces from Auckland to Otago, but not his luck or horrendous form. Finally, in '93, mentally beaten, he gave it away and went surfing for a whole summer.
Yeah, I probably wasn't mature enough to be able to say, OK, this is happening now, how can I stop it? It was all too emotional and no, I was on a real spiral downhill.
Downwards.
Yeah.
On that surf safari, Mark made up his mind to keep fighting for his dream. He asked to bat further up the order, but it wasn't until last year that the window of opportunity finally opened. After impressing in the New Zealand A side in England with some big scores, the selectors decided to try him as an opener in the tour of Zimbabwe.
Oh, it's like Christmas, Getting a bag full of stuff with the fern on it. It's just great. You stare at it, you put your jersey on and all you want to do is just look at the fern down on your chest, put your cap on and you feel great. I couldn't wipe the grin off my face, I really couldn't.
9 tests later, the 30-year-old has compiled an impressive average of 54, been named New Zealand's International Player of the Year in his debut season, breaking through for his first ton in the 3rd test against Pakistan in March this year.
You've just got to be absolutely thrilled for the man. It's a great story. It's one of the great stories, I feel. He's turned himself into a test opener. Look at the joy on his face.
So the hitting the 4 that brought up the 100 was an immense feeling of relief. It really was. It was just superb.
The other career milestone had come in the 2nd test against Pakistan when the failed spin bowler created another kind of history.
Now the wicket is got in! Mark Richardson has a test wicket and he is ecstatic.
It was Yusuf Yohana who was on 200 at the time. And I said jokingly to Stephen Fleming as we were coming out after test, I'm ready to bowl now. And he sort of laughed at me and then about 3 or 4 overs later he biffed me the ball. I wasn't bowling too much of my usual rubbish actually, so I got to bowl a few overs and then I think Yusuf decided it was enough of that and he was going to smack me out of the ground and just mistimed it. I managed to catch it on the way back and did a little bit of a lap of honour, to put it mildly.
Out of character behaviour, Richo is better known for his conservative, unwavering approach on the field, a discipline that does not reflect a man who holds a commercial pilot's licence and loves to live on the edge.
I love the outdoors, skiing, surfing, you name it, tramping, whatever it is, all doing all the bungee jumps, skydiving, have a crack at that, Probably because I have to be so boring and dour when I play cricket that it's a bit of an escape, really.
Already on this tour, there is much pressure on the Richardson strategy. Even 6 weeks ago, in the sleepy, sheep-filled paddocks of Lincoln College, the threat of the imposing Australian bowling attack was weighing heavily. For the lake developer who waited so long for the call-up, the stakes are high every time he dons the silver fern, and this summer the contest can be no tougher.
I feel lucky and excited about the challenge, and Australia is such a great sporting nation. In my opinion, probably the best sporting nation, and it's the old occasion of sort of beating the best in their own backyard is a thing to be proud of if you can do it.